it's like it's just never going to work. He's never.
All right.
The Zerg can just hammer away here. By the way, again, aggressive.
I think we're back.
Of the upper left face on the mini-map here.
My computer just crashed. It just crashed. It didn't work. It just died.
Yeah, no, he's having a hard time.
What the hell?
We got another attack.
My computer totally just crashed, and then it just shut off. Today's just never-ending computer problems. It's just incredible. It's just ridiculous, the type of computer problems that are happening today. Do you ever have any of those bad days where it's just like, the other day, everything was working fine, and then today, it's just a disaster. It's ridiculous.
You get a free soda with your sandwich.
Trying to get a cheap pick off right there. So oh my god.
This is when you have enough damage that you just sort of right-click on the buildings. Oh, looks like he's going to save it, but
sometimes the right buildings click on you.
Yeah. I first read that in a fortune cookie. Yeah, he's going to save that. What?
The ultras are stuck between the spines at the bottom right.
Oh, are they? I didn't see that. Well, what Zerg's doing now is because the funding is so incredibly good for Zerg, you're able to just get enough that you can pound through these expansions. The idea actually at 12 o'clock was to have the Ultras just target down the planetary and kill that off, and then Terran starts having to use the backup orbitals and stuff like that to land there, and those are also just much easier to kill because they can't fight.
Yeah.
And when you have mass mutas, it's not like it's harder to kill the orbital when it's flying away.
So, like, I'm not, like, Dream still has a lot of supply, so I guess that's why he's still in the game, but he is super dead.
No,
there is no chance to win this game.
Yeah. No, this is one of these, like, a Terran campaign level where, like, the Zerg is just going to end up having enough.
Yeah.
They're all like, oh, there's too many Zergs everywhere.
Yeah.
Why didn't Minx come and get us? We need to get reinforcements, Minx.
Alright, we're back. Alright, so Rogue One Game 1. Once again, the Mutalisk just too powerful.
That was a bit of a thrashing. I liked Rogue's style there.
I really want to see Terran come up with a way to defeat the Mutalisk, because they're not that hard to deal with, I feel. I've seen games where the Mutalisk just get crushed, so I'm not really sure how come they're doing so well this time. And I'm sorry, everyone, if you're just tuning in just now and you were watching and then it cut off, it was because my computer crashed. It just blue screened. You know, have you ever had one of those days where the computer was working fine? Everything was working fine, you had everything set up perfectly, and then the next day, everything just fucking breaks. It's just ridiculous. You know? It's like, what changed? Nothing even changed. I didn't even change anything. Everything is the same. And it just doesn't, and then all of a sudden, like, literally, my computer never crashes. The only time it's crashed that I can even remember recently is just now, when I'm streaming. Like, the computer picks the best time to crash. It's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so Dream. Hopefully Dream can come up with a way to defeat these Mutalisks. Otherwise, it's just going to be a one-sided bop. Just going to bop him on the head and he's going to die. You know what I want to do after this is I actually want to play StarCraft. I want to play the game. Because I feel like I haven't gotten the good experience that I wanted. Because, like, I really enjoy watching GSL, and I wanted to watch together with you today. You know, I thought it would be fun if I could, like, hey, I'm already watching GSL, why don't I stream it to you, and we can all watch together. But then it's just been a disaster because the game just keeps fucking up.
stages, and he's so good at planning stages, like round of 8, round of 4 finals.
He's a very complete player in that way.
He really has the
Emo
whole thing.
Candy says, hi, bro. What's
He's
up,
not one of
man?
these players we say there's some kind of
I'm
weakness
glad that
or
you're
the
still
style is
with
too
me
obvious.
here
He's
on the
just a really,
stream.
really,
It's
really
kind of
scary
frustrating
character.
because the computer,
he really just
we've had
knows
computer
exactly
problems,
what's
we have
going on.
internet problems. There's like just so many problems. It's just ridiculous. And the thing is, when I'm not streaming, everything works fine. Everything works fine. You know, it's just ridiculous.
Shanghai, World Championship, IM Katowice, like he just ran through everything. Now he's won another IM Katowice. He's won a GSL. He's won everything. Like he is, in fact, the only player that has won one of everything. He's won the World Championship. He's won Katowice. He's won GSL, and he's won just like some other stuff too. You know, a super tournament and an IM. So it's like,
And to think people were worried about Zerg's not advancing.
well, we
Remember
were.
that? Remember that time we were all worried?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna go the way of the panda and the polar bear.
Well, I tell you, Dark, the guy that we expect to do well this year, is not having his best year right now.
No, he's having actually a pretty bad year considering, you know, what he managed to do last year, which is become the world champion. I mean, it's kind of weird, right?
It is a little bit.
It's funny how some people come out on top, and then it's like, all right, back of the line, man. You are not. You were the best a few months ago. That's fine. You are not right now.
Yeah, it seems to be the case right now, unfortunately for him. But Rogue and DRG both looking really strong out of Korea here. Of course, Europe still has their killer Zergs.
That's right.
Cero and Rain are still up at the top of everything.
Absolutely. And one day when we go back to the old days, where casters and players fly in metal birds, when the world is pandemic free, we will have live matches like that.
Oh, he got
again.
the creep tumor. That's better than nothing.
So Overlord speed this game from Rogue. What he's going to find is going to make him a little bit sad he went over.
So he's gonna get Overlord speed so he can go scout the enemy base. That's a good good move to make. You wanna be doing
Maybe
that.
This would be like a BC build, so there's still like it's good to scout that out, but you know.
Again,
Yeah, it is a BC build.
Rogue has so many different styles he can bring here. That's the one thing that I think really makes him stand out more than DRG. Is DRG we kind of see what he's going to do before it happens. He's just
It's
really
true
good.
that DRG kind of only
Like, the
plays
way he
one style, but
he's
he
the
plays
best
that
at it in
one
the entire
style
world.
very, very well. You know,
Where Rogue just
that's
seems to have
that's the
such a
thing
range.
about him. He plays
Yeah.
it very well.
I see what you mean. It's hard to prepare for that type of thing,
Yeah.
where you know he's ready to pull the trigger on a lot of those all-ins.
Got the Hellion staying on the edge of the creep. Pretty conservative behavior here from the Terran. You don't want to overextend early here. And good job. Spots the Overlord.
Going for the battle cruiser.
All right. Well, he sees it there.
Now he better not mess up with this battle cruiser like Innovation
State
did.
what that build
Make the
was.
battle
I
cruiser,
don't think he's going
send
for
it
much
out,
range.
and
No.
don't make another battle cruiser
So there's the first
unless
battle
you're
cruiser
going to push
started
with
here.
it.
Now, this does appear to be, as StarCraft continues to age and develop here, it seems like something players are getting better and better at just sort of dealing with.
Oh, the
At the
BCs.
time, it was borderline hilarious because it was just such a new thing, and Zergs had not really.
When it first came out and they just warped in and killed all the drones,
Yeah.
it was like,
It was like at least 15
Oh my
drones were
God.
killed every time, and a certain number of queens, and it's just like, okay, I get it. They've never seen this before. This is another new thing you have to learn how to deal with.
and then the few Mimi games of double BC warping in. Those
That's
were-
right. Yeah.
Just for good measure, let's
Yeah.
overdo it a little bit. So it's going to be a mech build here as well from Dream. I think he'll fare better with that, actually. Just looking at the way that he plays, like where his attention goes and how he micros during a lot of battles, I think that mech kind of fits him a bit better, because mech is going to be a little bit more about wider brush strokes and decision making rather than execution. And we definitely saw his execution. Again, I don't want to say like lacking. These guys are amazing, but you know, not innovation level in execution.
Sure.
So that's, and the thing is, a lot of times at this level against Rogue, yeah, you need the innovation level, you need the Maru level to do that, the TY level.
Yeah, here come those Hellions now.
Hellions coming in, the drones. Good split. Good split with the drones.
Good here by Rogue. Rogue really just having no ideal angle for these to really attack into.
Good split for the drones. You don't want to lose your drones here.
So far, and it looks like this number
Gonna clean it up. He lost 11 drones, but that was a lot of Hellions to lose. 6 queens trying to fight off this battle cruiser. The battle cruiser is not gonna get anything done.
Bad rally, actually. It's like I'll just go right to the middle of everything.
Yeah, we've seen actually Dream especially. He likes to send it in and jump it out. I kind of like that. That gels with my brain. I feel like if I was a StarCraft 2 Terran, I would walk the BC over and then beam it out.
No, I actually totally agree with you. I think that I understand why you want to warp it in somewhere because they might not be able to get there in time, but it does seem like you have a higher chance of losing the BC. And I do believe with this build, you're not supposed to ever lose the BC early on.
Oh, absolutely.
If you lose it, it's like, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah. When this first came out and a few people did lose it, was very, very sad.
The Corruptor's out. That's going to push away the BC. BC's going to use Yamato cannon and then just jump out. It's a good trade. Not bad.
Now,
free value right
home,
there.
Is that actually the same BC, or did that BC die?
And this BC is
like
chasing these overlords, so just some free kills. That's pretty good.
Copies of themselves, that means the other version of the person had to die.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You're like, wait, what? I'm the 70th version of me?
Would you do that, Tasteless?
No. Would I die? No.
How's everyone doing today?
And then, like, the second version of me would hear
I hope you're enjoying your day today.
Like, no,
I am trying to enjoy my day, but
you guys are gonna have to build this.
you know, I was really looking forward to watching GSL, but computer technical problems really messed stuff up,
so
which
we have
sucks.
More corruptors coming now.
Yeah, a lot actually. Very, very many.
Kind of feeling tired.
83 drones.
Kind of think because my plan today was to make some videos. I was working on some tracks yesterday, and I want to. I might need to take a nap before I can get back to work because I'm getting tired. And I feel like I'm getting tired because usually I get excited when I watch GSL. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, it's great games, but these games they're okay. They're not bad, but it just looks like the Zerg. I mean, look at all these losers. If they
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I think that's actually what this is, because 19 Corruptors, like, you don't need 19 to keep BCs off you, but you probably need them to kill BCs.
But look at the angle he's coming in at. What's
okay,
oh, that's an interesting angle.
Armories, I guess.
Cool.
Oh, now he's gonna take out the upgrades.
Where you jump the BCs in the main.
Oh,
Look at that,
nice.
he's going after both of them.
Oh, okay, he does finish plating level 1. Yeah,
You can't repair in time. That does damage so fast.
Actually kind of, it's like a bad movie right there.
Yeah, I don't. Like, that stuff scales up so quick. Repair doesn't do anything against that, man.
Unless SCVs are able to start repairing even faster the longer they're over there.
You'd need stimmed SCVs
Stimmed
repairing
SCV
it.
repair, yeah.
Okay, so the BC's going to get some damage done in the meantime.
I'll tell you what, man. Taking out the upgrades, like, that's so easy and straightforward to do.
The problem is he took out those upgrades, and now these battle cruisers, they know that the Corruptors are so far away. Teleports away. Oh, loses it. Oh, and lose. Oh, almost loses the second one. Man, if you lose 2 battle cruisers, that is painful.
And now Mass Muta? He's like, I don't know, DRG was doing it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, we're going to have 10 mines out in a second here. I don't know about this. This is a very different BC mech versus Zerg game. Very different. It's kind of the beauty of it, right? We're in the round of 8 and 2 different round of 8 matches in the same matchup. Have the same, like, kind of idea, but are played completely differently. Look at this, he's coming in here killing turrets.
I love this.
It's hilarious.
This is so cool. Look, he's gonna get the factory. Lift it up, bro. Then he lifts it up and he's like, I'm a corruptor. And he shoots it down and we're like, oh my god, he's so cool.
Wow. It's the only time anyone ever said that about the Corruptor.
Yeah. The Corruptor, definitely my favorite unit.
It's so interesting. Well, definitely its puking spell makes it much more interesting, that's for sure.
No, I like it if they went back to the old Corruptor.
Yeah? The one that was slower too.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's just diving on everything
Yeah.
here. Oh my God.
This
so many
just
mutas.
works, right? Does it?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, Tasis.
And then in the final finishing play, he lands the Corruptors like they're Vikings and they fight. We've never seen it before.
They just wiggle around on the ground
Yeah,
and SCVs
yeah.
kill them.
This might just be too much damage, man.
Thor pops
Thor
out.
coming.
Eats some shots with those Corruptors.
The Corruptors are like, we're just
That's
gonna
the
wait
problem
over
with the battle cruiser.
Let us
You
know
just
if you need
can't.
us.
You
Well,
can't
watch,
just
guys, we're
make
waiting for a
one battle.
cooldown.
You can't just make a bunch of battle cruisers because the Zergs are smart and they make
What an odd
they
game
make
this is, but I
Corruptors
guess it
now. And now that
works.
Corruptors have a
One-
ground
one
attack,
Artosis.
that's gonna
Yeah.
be tough. I think Rogue
Alright,
I think Rogue is gonna win and
Thor's
Dream is
coming
just
up.
dead.
Nice magic boxing
Oh
right
my
there.
God.
The Corruptors just flying over turrets and Thors
Yeah.
and stuff, no problem.
They're just looking around.
Yeah, they're checking it out.
This is a pretty painful loss here for Terran. This is just like,
Yeah.
you feel the loss as this is happening. You're like, well, this is weird.
It's a bizarre game, but I love it.
I think this is really the first time we've ever casted a game where the Corruptors were made en masse and then sent into the main to
Yeah. Well, he made them. The thing is, when
shut
he made
down
that
the
money,
upgrades.
it's like, oh, it's to kill BCs, and then he just flies around the whole map.
yeah,
Like it's a warp prism or something that kills a bunch of your buildings and then flies out.
yeah.
And then just mass mutas, where it's like, Corruptor and a muta, I thought that's what you're supposed to go against Phoenixes. You know?
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
What am I looking at here?
Well, it's funny because I guess if you're meching after going BCs, you actually don't really even have anti-air to stop the Corruptors. So you just walk in and kill off
Yeah.
those the armories, and it's like, yep, I'm probably gonna win now.
I guess.
My stuff's gonna be better than your stuff. That's my strategy.
It's a good strat.
The better stuff play.
That's what Rogue's always been good at.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I guess he's starting to kill off some of the Corruptors. It's so funny that he built turrets and then just flew in and killed the turrets, too. That's like... It's just,
Yeah.
it looks so weird to see a Corruptor be like, no, 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 don't worry, I got
Yeah,
this.
it's fine.
It stops, it shoots, you know, it takes a little bit to lock onto that and do that. And
Well, they're a little bit beefy, you know. So, you know, if Zerg is going to have a game backfire, it will be because of flying into Widow Mines. Where are the other armories, by the
well,
way?
they're in the natural now,
Oh, okay.
like in front of the nat. So, I actually, there's some redeeming things about where Dream is at right now. He made a lot of mines and a lot of Thors that deal with this air army well.
Yeah.
And he's switched over, like, not blindly, but like smartly into siege tanks and Hellions, right? Because it's like you get a certain amount, and you're like, okay, air doesn't work against me as much anymore, right? So he's now kind of countering the ground units that Rogue has to make from here.
What a weird game. This really makes me think a lot about, you know, just different ways to approach mech.
Yeah.
Because this actually, no disrespect to Rogue, this looks like something that's not even that hard to do, right? If you have the timings of it mapped out. And look, Terran's like not even really getting to push across the map. There's been a couple moments where Hellions come out, but look how much the Zerg actually has here. This is a Terran on 4 bases, but that might change in a little bit here.
Well, don't worry, Tasis. He's going to kill 3 siege tanks for his entire army.
Yeah, there's definitely been some exchanges where it doesn't seem to be cost efficient for the Zerg at all, but
Certainly not. And look, he's making 10 more mutas now. Wow. This is such a weird game.
it's just such an unusual way to play.
BRG
Look
right
at
now,
this.
he was probably watching this, he's closed his eyes. He's like, no, 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 I want to win the next round. I don't want to watch this.
So, where are the upgrades at now? It's, what, 2-1 here for the Terran mech.
Should be 3-2 at least
I
right
know,
now.
I know.
Should be 3-3 probably.
It's funny because there's just not a lot of recourse that Terran has for the Corruptors destroying the armories. You know? If the armory could
That's a weird
fly,
thing that
well,
you just said. That was a weird sentence. No
Yeah.
one's ever said that sentence.
I'm the first person who's ever constructed that sentence. But it's true. It's like Corruptors can soak up enough damage they can just stop the upgrades. And it's like, yeah, and then, I mean, you know how many games in StarCraft are won just because someone had better upgrades? Upgrades were neglected, and it's like, yeah, well, there were plenty of mistakes made, but ultimately I had just a better stuff than you.
Yeah.
And that's happening here in a round of 8 in GSL. in a game where, by the way, the Terran the entire time is seeing this happen, it doesn't really know what to do.